Imagine a world where the color of your skin determines how others see you, not just as a person, but as a threat. Why is there such deep-rooted fear, jealousy, and even hatred directed toward black people? This isn't just a question of modern times. It's a puzzle that stretches back centuries. Studies, like one reported by Vox from the American Psychological Association, reveal that black individuals are often perceived as dangerous or threatening. But why does this perception exist? What drives this fear and resentment? Today, we're diving into the hidden reasons behind these feelings. Reasons that might shock you, from fears of losing romantic partners to anxieties about physical dominance and even genetic extinction. Stick with me as we uncover the truth. We believe that too often, black individuals are fed narratives that erase their incredible past and achievements. Our mission is to educate, inspire, and build a strong community that grows together by understanding the real events that have shaped our world. In this video, we're going to explore the reasons why black people have been viewed as a threat throughout history. Let's get started on this eye-opening journey. First, let's talk about a fear that hits close to home for some. The fear of losing romantic partners. Picture a white man in a loving relationship with a white woman. On the surface, everything seems perfect, but deep down, he carries a quiet worry. He's afraid that his partner might be attracted to black men. This fear isn't random. It's fueled by stereotypes that have been around for ages, painting black men as more sexually powerful or physically dominant. These ideas can make a man question himself, wondering if he measures up in terms of attractiveness or performance. In today's world, where relationships between people of different races are more common and accepted, this fear can grow stronger. Some white men worry that their partners might find black men more appealing, which can create tension and insecurity in their relationships. Reports and studies have even suggested that black men are sometimes seen as having a stronger masculine presence, adding to these anxieties. As we see more relationships and marriages between black men and white women, this trend might reflect a growing openness to the charisma and appeal that black men are often associated with. It's a complex issue, but it's one of the reasons why black men are sometimes viewed as a threat in personal relationships. Now, let's move to the second reason: physical superiority. For centuries, black individuals have been recognized for their incredible physical strength and natural charisma. These qualities, while admirable, have often sparked fear and insecurity in others. Non-black individuals, particularly in historical contexts, have felt threatened by the idea that black people could dominate physically. Think about how, during times of slavery or colonization, European societies created systems to downplay the value of physical strength, a strength that black individuals often excelled in. Instead, they celebrated traits like fragility or delicate features as signs of being civilized. Ancient thinkers, like Aristotle, even spread ideas that black people were naturally meant to serve others, using these false beliefs to justify slavery and mistreatment. Despite these efforts to diminish their worth, the physical abilities of black individuals couldn't be ignored. Studies today show that black people often have genetic advantages that contribute to muscle growth and physical endurance. This natural edge can make others feel outmatched or inferior, leading to feelings of threat. Whether it's in sports, labor, or just everyday life, this perception of physical dominance has long been a source of fear for some non-black individuals. The third reason is a bit more complex: the fear of genetic annihilation. During the dark days of slavery, black individuals were seen as a threat not just because of their strength, but because of what their presence could mean for future generations. Non-black individuals, especially slave owners, feared that if interracial relationships happened, their own genetic traits might eventually disappear. Here's how they thought about it. When two people have children, their genes mix, and some traits become more dominant than others. There was a belief that black genes, seen as stronger or better adapted to survive, would overpower white genes over time through natural selection. This idea terrified some, leading to strict laws like the one-drop rule, which said that if a person had even a single black ancestor, they were considered black and couldn't marry a white person. These rules were all about keeping races separate to protect white lineage. Even though such laws don't exist today, the fear and discomfort around this idea still linger in some minds, contributing to prejudice and resentment. If you're finding this video insightful, take a quick moment to like it and subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more content on Black history and culture waiting for you. Let's keep going. Our fourth reason ties closely to the last one, the fear of extinction. Some groups, especially those who hold white supremacist views, are haunted by the idea that their racial or cultural identity is at risk of disappearing. They see black individuals as strong, attractive, and superior in ways that make them feel like their own influence or population is shrinking. Changes in society, like increasing diversity, shifting birth rates, or migration patterns, can make these fears even worse. For some white individuals, it feels like black people are replacing them, especially when they think about the genetic advantages we discussed earlier. This fear of extinction isn't just about numbers. It's about losing a sense of identity or power. Unfortunately, this anxiety often turns into racism or discrimination as a way to push back against these perceived threats. It's a reaction rooted in fear, but it has real consequences for how black people are treated. Fifth, let's look at the fear of being replaced in a broader sense. For a long time, white individuals in many societies have held advantages, whether it's wealth, property, or social status, because of unequal systems. But as society changes and those barriers come down, some feel like they're losing their place. In the past, black individuals were often blocked from owning property or building wealth, no matter how hard they worked. Now, with more opportunities available, black people can chase their dreams and succeed in ways that weren't possible before. This progress can create anxiety for some white individuals who worry they're being replaced in areas like economics, culture, or even population growth. When they see black individuals excelling, whether it's through better cognitive skills or other strengths, this fear becomes more real. Without the old systems of racism to hold black people back, some feel threatened by the idea of losing the privileges they've always had. It's a defensive mindset that resists change, even when that change is about fairness and equality. Next, we come to the sixth reason, an inferiority complex. Some individuals, especially those with extreme conservative or supremacist views, might secretly recognize the strengths of black people, whether it's their ability to survive tough conditions or excel in various areas. But instead of accepting this, they feel jealous and inadequate. This inferiority complex comes from comparing themselves to others and feeling like they don't measure up. It can lead to low self-esteem, self-doubt, and even anger toward those they see as better or stronger. In conflicts between white and black individuals, this sense of inadequacy often plays a hidden role. The hatred or resentment some feel isn't just random. It's a way of dealing with their own feelings of being less capable or successful. When someone focuses on their own weaknesses and sees black individuals as superior, that frustration can turn into hostility. It's a deeply personal struggle that fuels negative attitudes and behaviors. Finally, let's discuss the seventh reason: the fear of losing white supremacy. For certain groups, especially extreme white conservatives or supremacists, there's a deep fear of losing the power and control they associate with being white. They see growing diversity, social movements for equality, and changing cultural norms as direct challenges to their status. The ideology of white supremacy teaches that white people are naturally better or chosen to lead. So any shift away from that feels like a threat. Ironically, if they truly believed in their own superiority, they wouldn't fear black individuals at all. But they do. And this fear shows up as racism, xenophobia, or a desperate need to hold on to old power structures. They worry about becoming a minority in their own countries and losing the advantages they've had for generations. Sometimes, political leaders or messages that pit use against them make these fears even stronger. In extreme cases, this can lead to violence or intimidation as a way to keep control. It's a fear rooted in losing dominance, and it's one of the biggest drivers of hostility toward black people. So, what do you think? Are these reasons the real roots of the fear and hostility directed at black individuals? Can we ever reach a point where these fears disappear and racism becomes a thing of the past? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you believe in the idea of black people having strong genes or biological advantages, or do you think it's more of a myth? Drop your opinions in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed diving into this topic with us, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay curious and keep learning.